For my 34th birthday, my family flew to Spain for a vacation without telling me. I found out from a photo. They posted while toasting cocktails on the beach. When I asked why, my brother laughed and said, "Because nobody gives a damn about your birthday. Get over it." I just smiled and said, "Sure, thanks for reminding me where I stand." 3 weeks later, I made a decision they never saw coming. Yesterday, they called me 26 times, begging and screaming, "Please pick up. We need you." Eli, you're not seriously still upset about that, are you? Do I look like I'm joking, Chloe? I said calmly, folding my arms across my chest. We were sitting around the dining table in my parents' house in Evanston. My mother had made her apology lasagna. Like carbs could fix betrayal. It was supposed to be a welcome home dinner after their grand European vacation. It was just a vacation. My mother, Janet, into 63, chimed in without looking up from her plate. "And you've been distant for months. You barely answer texts. So you celebrated my birthday without me? Not even a message?" It wasn't personal. My father, Robert, 66, said cautiously, "Your siblings planned it. We just went along with it." "Yeah, and we didn't think you'd care," added my younger brother, Adam, 36, with a smug smile. "Honestly, nobody gives a damn about your birthday, Eli. Get over it." I stared at him for a moment, taking in his tan, his vacation wristband still on like a trophy. "Sure," I said with a polite smile. "Thanks for reminding me where I stand." My name is Eli Morgan. I'm 34 years old, oldest of 3, software engineer by profession, family disappointment by design. They think I've been distant, but really I've just stopped showing up to be taken for granted. After years of being the fallback guy, the one who lent money without asking, who fixed car troubles at 2 a.m., who handled hospital bills and lawyer appointments, I had finally started setting boundaries. And for that, they punished me. Quietly, subtly, cruelly. 3 weeks before that dinner, I was at home eating leftover pad thai and catching up on work emails when I opened Instagram and saw the photo, all of them. My parents, Chloe, Adam, and even Uncle Mike, standing on a beach in Marbella, Spain, sunglasses on, cocktails raised, big grins. The caption, "Family time in paradise. Love them. Family first." They had flown across the world on my birthday, and not one of them told me. Not a text, not a call, not even a stupid e-card. But that day at the dinner table, that was the last straw. They thought I'd sulk, complain, maybe throw a fit. Instead, I got to work. What they didn't know was that I'd been quietly building a product for over a year. Mosaic. It's a digital estate and family trust management platform. Think high-security legal tools, digital wills, property records, medical directives, all in one system. I built it after Dad's minor stroke last year when he begged me to help organize everything before it was too late. I digitized everything: the house deed, the lake house in Wisconsin, the power of attorney. Dad gave me full legal access. I didn't tell my siblings because, well, I knew what they'd do with it. Sell, split, and spend. I wasn't planning to use that power until they gave me a reason. 3 weeks later, I got the first call, then 4, then 7, then by 26. Finally, a voicemail from my mother, voice ragged and broken. "Eli, please, it's your father. He collapsed. The hospital needs the medical directive, the documents. We can't access them. They say you have control. Please, honey, call us." I waited until morning. Then I called the hospital directly, spoke to the attending physician, confirmed who I was. I sent over the documents, signed and encrypted. I saved my father's life, and my family didn't even know I'd done it. That night, Chloe not called again. I finally answered. Eli! Oh, thank God. Listen, thank you for sending the papers. But we still need access to the trust. We need to figure out the lake house situation. Dad said. He said I'd handle it. I cut her off. I know, but this is bigger now. The lawyer said without you, nothing moves forward. That's correct, I said, calm, cold, unshaken. Come on, Eli, don't be petty. This is about Dad. Oh, now it's about Dad? Not just beach vacations and cocktails without me? We made a mistake, she whispered. Then, Adam got on the phone. Look, man, I was a dick. I get it. I was wrong. But this isn't the time for revenge. I'm not interested in revenge, I said. I'm interested in accountability. Silence. Then. So what now? Now. I scheduled a meeting with Dad once he was stable enough to talk. We sat on the patio of the rehab center, the sun setting behind the trees. You always looked out for everyone, he said, sipping weak tea. Even when they didn't notice, especially when they didn't notice. I just wanted to feel like I was part of the family, not the backup plan. I see that now. He reached out and put a hand on mine. Don't give them the house. Not until they show they've changed. You earned the right to decide. So I didn't cut them off. I did something worse. I made them wait. I gave them a 6-month timeline, during which I'd retain full control of the family trust. They could earn back access through transparent monthly meetings, real discussions, real apologies. I wasn't being cruel. I was teaching them something they'd never learned. Respect isn't inherited. It's earned. They hated it at first, fought it, argued, but then something happened. Chloe showed up to the first meeting, on time, apologetic. Adam sent an actual handwritten letter. My mother cried the second I walked into the room and said, I'm sorry I made you feel invisible. You've always been the one holding us together. Now, 6 months later, my father is walking again. The family meets every other Sunday. There's no perfect happy ending. We still argue, still slip, but they finally see me. Not as the backup plan, not as the fixer, but as a man with boundaries. A man they need to earn back. And as for me, I signed the first investment round for Brace Mosaic. 2 weeks ago, we're valued at $6.8 million and climbing. I don't celebrate birthdays anymore. I celebrate the day I finally chose myself. If this story touched something deep inside you, if you've ever felt invisible, forgotten, or left behind by the very people who should have stood by you, know that you're not alone. Sometimes the hardest thing you can do is choose yourself, and sometimes that's exactly what saves you. If this resonated with your heart, if you've ever had to rebuild your worth from silence, please like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more stories that speak to the parts of us no one else sees. Your voice matters, your story matters, and I promise, here you're not invisible.